students, in this video we will discuss some numericals on tau n and sigma n. As we all aware, tau n is the number of positive divisors and sigma n is the sum of positive divisors. So based on these definitions and the formulas, we will derive some of the numericals. First of which is prove that tau n is an odd integer if and only if n is a perfect square. To prove this, we start with the prime factorization of n. Let it be p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr. Then by definition, tau of n is equal to k1 plus 1, k2 plus 1, kr plus 1. So as given, therefore tau n is odd if and only if ki plus 1 is odd for all I from 1 to r. So as we know, product of odd integers is odd. If all of these are odd, then their product is odd, means tau of n is odd. So here, as you see, ki plus 1 is odd and this is odd if and only if ki is even. Again for all I from 1 to r. And ki even means that ki is of the type 2xi. For all again I from 1 to r and xi belongs to some integer. And by this, if and only if n is equal to p1 power, now putting the values here, k1 is equal to 2x1, p2 2x2, pr 2xr, and which further may be written as if and only if n is equal to p1 power x1, p2 power x2, pr power xr whole square. So this means, so from in the left hand side we have tau n is odd if and only if n is a perfect square. Answer. Next numerical, n is equal to p1 power k1, p2 power k2, so on, pr power kr, be prime factorization of n strictly greater than 1, then show that this. So we have to prove this inequality. To prove this inequality, we start with the prime factorization, that is n is equal to p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr. We start with this, then writing the formula of sigma n. By that formula, we have p1 power k1 plus 1 minus 1 upon p1 minus 1, p2 power k2 plus 1 upon p2 minus 1, and so on, pr power kr plus 1 minus 1 upon pr minus 1. So we know this formula. Now as per the desired result, we divide both sides by n. Sigma n by n is equal to, and on the right hand side, putting the value of n in prime factorization, that is p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr. Now here, taking common p1 power k1 plus 1 from here and p1 from the denominator. You see, p1 cancels and we are left with p1 power k1, and from this factor we get p2 power k2, and from this factor we get pr power kr, and in the bracket here we are left with 1 minus 1 upon p1 power k1 plus 1, and in the denominator 1 minus 1 by p1. And similarly in the second term, 1 minus 1 upon p2 power k2 plus 1 divided by 1 minus p2, and in the last term we have pr power kr plus 1 divided by 1 minus pr. So as you see, This will cancel with this, and we are left with this term, which may further be written as minus 1 upon p1 power k1 plus 1 upon p2 power k2 plus 1, so on, 1 minus 1 upon pr power kr plus 1 divided by 1 minus p1, 1 minus p2, 1 minus pr. So as you see, very easily we can write that this term is less than 1 upon 1 minus 1 by p1, 1 minus 1 by p2, 1 minus 1 by pr. So how can we write this? Because as you see here, this term is strictly less than 1. We are subtracting from 1. So this is less than 1. So means product of all these is less than 1. So from this, we can again write rewrite. Here we have sigma n by n. So as per desired result, taking reciprocal. So what we get, n upon sigma n is greater than 1 upon 1 by p1, p2, so on, pr, which is this part. Now only thing required to prove is 1 is greater than this. To prove that, so we write also sigma n is greater than n for n greater than 1. So from the definition of sigma, as we know, sigma gives the sum of divisors of n, so which is greater than n. So easily we can write here 1 is greater than n by sigma n. Then combining this and this, we get 1 is greater than n by sigma n greater than 1 minus 1 by p1, 1 minus 1 by p2, 1 minus 1 by pr, which is the desired inequality. So in the next numerical, for any integer n greater than 1, prove that there exist integers n1, n2 such that tau of n1 plus tau of n2 is equal to n. So we have to prove this result. So here we start with that for n strictly greater than 1, there exist infinitely many integers such that tau of n is equal to small n. If capital N is prime, then very easily we can calculate tau of capital N. If n is prime, we know there are only two divisors, then its value is 2. Therefore, here n is equal to 2. And very easily we can write n1 is equal to n2 is equal to 1, so that tau of n1 plus tau of n2, and we know tau of 1 plus tau of 1, that is again 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So as you see, result is true. Now next part, let n is composite. So let its prime factorization, it be p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr. Now very easily again we can write the value of tau of n, as from definition it is k1 plus 1, k2 plus 1, so on, kr plus 1, which may further be written as, now if we expand the first factor only, if we expand this factor, so I can write it here, k1 times k2 plus 1, so on, kr plus 1 times all these again, k2 plus 1 to leke kr plus 1. So we have this factorization. Now let choose n1 and n2. Now we choose n1 of the form P1 power K1 minus 1, P2 power K2, PR power KR, and N2 is equal to P2 power K2 up to PR power KR. So very easily, as you see, as per the selection is made when we calculate tau n1 plus tau n2. As you see, when we calculate tau n1, so it will be K1, K2 plus 1, KR plus 1, and when we calculate tau n2, it will be K2 plus 1 up to KR plus 1, which is exactly same as tau n. Which is exactly same as tau n. So, what is this tau n? Tau n we have chosen small n. So, hence the desired answer that tau n1 plus tau n2 is equal to n. So, we have proved this for prime as well as composite. Next numerical. So, this is a very important result that we are going to use in further numericals. That is, if f and g are multiplicative functions that are not identically 0 and such that fp power k is equal to gp power k for each prime p and k greater than or equal to 1, prove that f is equal to g. Now to prove this, we start with the prime factorization of n. Let it be p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr. Then very easily we can write f of n is equal to f of p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr. So we use here, as f is multiplicative and all pi's are distinct prime, so very easily we can write it as f of p1 power k1, p2 power k2, f of pr power kr. And again we are given fp power k is equal to gp power k for each prime p. So that means this further is equal to gp1 power k1, gp2 power k2, gpr power kr. So again we use g is also multiplicative. This further may be written as gp1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr, which is gn. So we started from fn and we proved for gn, which imply f is equal to g for all n. Hence the answer. Another numerical for number-theoretic functions. So here we are given a new function. As you see, let us call as w. Wn denote number of distinct prime divisors of n with w1 is equal to 0. So let us try to see the definition here. For instance, w of 360, if we write the prime factorization of 360, it is 2 cube 3 square 5. How many distinct prime divisors are there? As you see, 3. Then w 360 is equal to 3. So this is how it is defined. Number of distinct prime divisors. And the question is, show that 2 power wn is a multiplicative function. So first of all, we try to write what actually we need to prove here. To prove function multiplicative, we start with two numbers m and n, which are relatively prime. Let GCD of m and n is 1, and what we need to prove here is 2 power wmn is equal to 2 power wm, 2 power wn. So this is the desired result here. So for that, as we have taken two relatively prime integers strictly greater than 1, let us write their prime factorization. M is equal to p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr, and n is equal to q1 power j1, q2 power j2, qs power js. Let these be r distinct primes and these be s distinct primes and none of them equal to each other, then their product may be written as mn. Very easily we can write it as p1 power k1, p2 power k2, pr power kr, q1 power j1, q2 power j2, qs power js. Now let us try to find the values of left hand side, that is 2 power w mn. So as we have already written the value of mn, so very easily we can find how many distinct primes are there in this product. So we have r primes and s q's. How many they are? R plus s. So its value is 2 power r plus s. And very easily this may be written as 2 power r into 2 power s. And as you see, what is 2 power r? 2 power r is actually w n, and 2 power s is actually w. This is wm and this is wn, because wm means distinct primes in the factorization of m. How many they are? R. And wn means distinct primes in the factorization of n, that is s. So we have proved this is equal to right hand side, and hence w power 2 power wn is multiplicative, which is the desired answer. So in the next part we need to prove the formula, this formula. Now to establish this formula, we need to use the previous result, in which we already proved that if f and g are two multiplicative functions and f of p power k is equal to f of p power k is equal to g of p power k, then f is equal to g. So this we have already proved. And here you see, we know tau n is multiplicative and 2 power w we already proved it is multiplicative. So both the functions are multiplicative. We only need to show that their kth prime powers are also equal. If we are able to prove that their prime powers are equal, then they both are equal. Let us try to prove this. So for that, we start with let n is equal to p power k. Here p is a prime and k is a positive integer. Then from the left hand side, tau of n square becomes tau of p power 2k, and by definition it is 2k plus 1. Now let us move to the right hand side. D divides p power k 2 power wd. And how many positive divisors are there for this p power k? We all know the divisors are from 1 to leke p power k. So let us open this summation. Let it be 2 wp power 0 plus p power 1 p power 2 p power k. And here you see this is w1. So how many prime divisors? Nothing is there. So this is 2 power 0, that is 1. Plus, and here how many primes? Distinct primes 1. Here 1, and in every product there is only one distinct prime, that is p. So it is 2 power 1, 2 power 1, 2 power 1. And how many times? K times. So it is 1 plus 2k. So as you see, both are equal. So by that result, we have tau of n square is equal to summation d divides n 2 power wd. Hence the answer.